Well, this is the start of Zoo Week on Wisconsin Tonight. Every night we're going to take an in-depth look at a different aspect of the Milwaukee County Zoo.
And we kick things off by looking at two of the newest attractions, the baby jaguars. Jesse Garcia reports.
I'm standing outside the gates to the Milwaukee County Zoo. Now, you may know me as a sportscaster, but I also love animals, and I've been bringing my kids here since before they could walk. So when the chance came up to see the baby jaguar cubs, I was all in. Let's go check it out behind the scenes.
This is big cat country. Most people view only the public exhibit, but behind this door lies a whole different world. First on the agenda, breakfast, which consists of mice and a beef blend.
Right now we're doing our morning feed for our jaguar cubs and a mom.
The twins, Zien and Balam, were born in November at the zoo.
Target. Good.
The keepers use positive reinforcement. There's a reason for this training.
We'll eventually get these guys trained to present their sides so we can do hand injections, also to present their tails so we can do a blood draw from there. So I'll also ask them to stand up. They'll get a treat for that. This way we can get a good look at their whole body, their stomachs, and then we can also get a good look at their paws that way. We try to make sure that there's nothing going on with them. They don't have any ingrown toenails. We will get them, we're to the point right now where we can touch their nails. Eventually we'll start clipping their nails if we have to.
Mom Stella watches from the background.
She's a really good mom in that respect. She will actually take food and give it to them, which is pretty interesting. We never thought she would do that.
Stella nursed her babies when they were tiny. The cubs still sometimes enjoy a little nursing, but they also consume 3 pounds of meat per day. Amanda can tell them apart by small differences in the markings near their foreheads and by their personalities.
Zien here is a lot more like Mom. He's a lot more outgoing, a lot more interested in figuring out new things, where Balam's a lot more laid back, like Dad.
As for their names, Balam was chosen through the zoo's public contest and is Mayan for jaguar, meaning great and powerful king. Zien comes from the word Belizean and was selected by school children in Belize, the country where Dad Pat was born.
I'm actually going to go over here and let Mom eat by herself. So we'll just shut this door.
Pat is on exhibit. Fathers don't stay with the family in the wild, and the zoo tries to mimic nature. He does occasionally see them through a mesh enclosure, though.
The boys really like Pat a lot. They'll just sit and stare at him and rub up against the mesh.
But the zoo simply can't take any chances with him hurting the little ones. Pat and Stella once had a very sweet courtship.
We talk about how we think Stella actually taught Pat how to play with toys, because he didn't play with toys before, and Pat taught Stella how to swim. You can see right now she wants to go back with her cubs. We actually learned about a lot more vocalizations that jaguars have. Once she had cubs, we didn't know she could make some of those noises.
Eventually, Mama and the cubs will be separated, though.
Both of the boys will be shipped off to another zoo, and then we'll probably, hopefully, breed again. Because Pat is so valuable, they do want us to breed again if we can.
But Amanda doesn't believe Mom or Dad will be too broken up.
They'll miss them, and they'll know that they're gone, but it's not, it's a day or two. They adjust pretty quickly to the changes, and then we'll be able to put Pat and Stella back together. So I think Pat will be extremely happy once they're gone.
Amanda shows us drawers filled with toys that were donated to the cubs. They will save them for future babies, be it from Stella and Pat or other big cats. Even a one-time favorite is not what it used to be.
This is still a small toy for them that they have. We'll give that to them, and I'm sure that they'll, oh, maybe they won't like it.
That was a favorite when they were
That was a favorite. They had 3 tugboats and they destroyed 2 of them.
They're growing up. After breakfast, it's time to head outdoors. Immediately, Stella finds the ice ring, which has dead mice, rats, and chicks frozen in. Breaking it down teaches the jaguars problem solving. They also have towers to knock down. The zookeepers set them up in different configurations every day. The animals go out year-round unless it's below freezing. Seeing the little faces in awe, that's what this is all about.
Every once in a while you have to stop and remember, you know, that this is probably one of the coolest jobs out there. You know, who gets to play with jaguar cubs? Who gets to, you know, train a hyena for an ultrasound? It's a really amazing job.
Speaking of hyenas, we'll see exactly how they're training her and what news they hope she'll reveal tomorrow on Wisconsin Tonight. At the Milwaukee County Zoo, Jesse Garcia, today's TMJ4.
How cool is that?
Fascinating.
Thank
Way to
you,
go.
Jesse. By the way, jaguars have a lifespan of 25 to 30 years. If you want to see the cubs, you're only going to have until maybe November, because that's when they're going to be sent to another
Yeah,
zoo.
got to check them out. The breeding program is very important because jaguars are at near threatened status. So
Again, hyenas tomorrow,
Yes.
and so tell the kids and the grandkids, come watch us tomorrow
gonna be a
night.
fun
Yeah,
week.
for sure. Well,